The best in poker news, entertainment, and more. This is the Mark Hoke Show.
All right, there we go. Hey. Nothing like technical difficulties there. In other words, failures on my part. Make sure to go to bluerail.net for your website design, everybody. Hey, we are live here on the Mark Hoke Show, and we are getting this thing rolling, baby. You gotta love it. We are, of course, at the Seminole Hard Rock at the WPT Poker Showdown. We gotta make sure we mention that WPT thing. That's kind of important. But welcome. We're very happy to have you with us. It is a packed house in here today. You are just, if you aren't down here yet, I don't know what you're thinking. We've already got about 440 entries into day 1A of the main event. We have qualifiers all over the place, which is going on right in front of us right now. There is a lot happening, and if you're not here, well, shame on you. $5 million guaranteed prize pool on the line here. We'll see how much we break that guarantee by. And we'll see how much we break Al Can't Hang by the time this series is over. We're going to break him. We're going to break him. I'm going to keep singing. Yeah. Came in this morning and somebody behind the media desk knocked my camera over, my camera stand over. That wasn't very nice. Shame on them. And a little consideration, you know. You bash somebody's equipment, the least you could do is pick it up. And, by the way, of course, Al is on the blog at shrpo.com, as I will be later on today after the show. And I got to welcome this guy. He's, look at him run. Look at him run. There he goes. Aaron Hendricks is on the team for the rest of the series. And as soon as I even gave a lead in, he shot out of his seat and out the door. Pretty good call on his part. I will give him bonus points for that one. But so check us all out at shrpo.com. Of course, Media Row was very comfortable for a while. We had a lot of space. Everything was cool. You know, we're all good. And then all of a sudden, well, Team WPT has showed up and adds a table, takes up space. They're everywhere. Lance Bradley smashed in between everybody over there. Not wearing his Boston hat today. Don't blame him. But it is, I mean, everything is just bigger and badder here with the World Poker Tour being in town. Of course, if you come down, get to the ballroom, and you're going to see everybody with the bar out there with all the Skrill guys and the Monster guys and everybody else. There is, it's just an amazing atmosphere. And if you want to be part of a World Poker Tour event, well, come on down. This is the one to be at. I mean, other than playing for the championship, there's some other ones that maybe considered a little more prestigious. But in terms of the money and the star power and all the fun you're going to have, boy, you cannot come to Seminole Hard Rock. No question about it. So get on down here. We'd love to see you. In fact, let's give you a live look in. There are actually only a couple of tables in the whole ballroom that are not in play right now. We'll pop one of that up there for you. Get you a live look in. We are on the side right now where they are running a $385 qualifier into the main event. So I'm guessing 1 and 10 are going to get in there. It's 10 seats guaranteed, and they have 145 players in that one. Like I said, we're already up to around 440 for entries into the main. But man, if you want to come down and play, not just and even just give it a shot to get into the main event, plenty of opportunities to do so. We'll go over the rest of the schedule for you in just a little bit. And, of course, let's take a second to remind everybody about all the great sponsors of the Mark Hoke Show. We do appreciate everybody being on board. Very happy to be here with the World Poker Tour. And, of course, give us a follow at Mark Hoke Show, Facebook, The Mark Hoke Show. And don't forget, if you want to call the show, by the way, we do have the call-in line open, 702-997-3015. If you want to give us a buzz, we'd certainly appreciate it. Of course, we are at the Seminole Hard Rock Poker Showdown. This series running through the 22nd, where the final day will be the last day of the main event, television broadcast. So they'll be filming for all you kids out there to see what happens at home. But get to shrpo.com for the full schedule and more events to come here at Seminole Hard Rock. Of course, we have our good friends at ABC Chinese Poker. If you love open face, or even if you've never tried it, we would love to have you join us in the open face revolution. Download ABC Chinese Poker to your iPhone or iPad today. It's my go-to game on trips. I mean, you'll love it, so download that right now, ABC Chinese Poker. Good friends at BlueRail.net who let off the show unintentionally. Of course, our website design team, and we're going to be ripping up MarkHoaxShow.com, and because there's a lot of new stuff coming, and you want to see some great work, well, check it out, BlueRail.net. They build websites. How far do you want to go? BlueRail.net. We also, of course, working with the PPC Poker Tour. Huge announcement with us and the PPC Poker Tour coming up here in a little bit. But we would like to remind you that, of course, we'll be doing some live shows at Tampa Bay Downs coming up here May 15th through the 24th. Should be an exciting time down there at the North America Championships for the PPC. And don't forget, all that road leads to Aruba. Not a bad place to go. PokerShop.com. I bet the WPT guys buy stuff at PokerShop.com. They should. If they don't, shame on them. But go to PokerShop.com, 10% off with the code HOKE. Anything that you need for your poker room, man cave. They've got all sorts of decorations, bars and supplies, cards, whatever you need. Check it out at PokerShop.com. If you're in Las Vegas and you're busted, or if you just want to have some real fun playing poker, go to NevadaPokerLeague.com. We got 20 locations in Las Vegas. Check it out today at NevadaPokerLeague.com. Play for your share of $50,000 in cash and prizes with the NPL. We'll take care of that little issue. Of course, the Grindettes, the great ladies poker team. Make sure you follow them at Grindettes, Facebook, the Grindettes, and at Grindettes.com. Katie Stone, Katie Dozier, Jen Shahadi, and Jamie Kerstetter continue to barrel their way through the world of poker, and you can be a part of that too. Check it out at Grindettes.com. All right, and of course, don't forget Poker Night in America. We've got our good friends at PNIA, as the kids like to say. CBS Sports Network, 10 p.m. Eastern Time for one of the best poker shows you're going to see out there. Check it out at Poker Night in America. And, of course, we're going to be at those tapings coming up here on the 26th, 27th, and 28th at the Sugar House in Philadelphia. So stay with us there. And, oh, I forgot, we got to change that banner. Oh. We will be, of course, on KSHP starting on the 29th, as we unfortunately left our home on KLAV 12:30 a.m. officially yesterday after the show. Going to miss those guys terribly. I mean, I don't think I could say it enough. We will miss working with the team over there, Bruce and Irma and all those guys. They are fantastic, and wish everybody over there all the best. And my good buddy John Lindquist, who does all those great commercials you hear on the show. So say goodbye to KLAV, but say hello to 1400 AM KSHP in Las Vegas, of course, KSHP.com. That'll be our new radio home. And we'll be on drive time, 5 p.m. Pretty excited about that. So make sure you join us on KSHP Wednesdays, 5 p.m. All right. Now we got all that out of the way. Let's take a look at what's going on here. And boy, did we have some excitement in the room last night. You know, we were talking a little bit about the possibility of seeing a great duel between Ryan Reese and Jonathan Duhamel, two former World Series of Poker champions. They made the unofficial final table and were playing each other most of this tournament, really. They were on the same table for quite a while. Well, last night that battle came true, but unfortunately Duhamel fell in 7th place yesterday, so just missing the unofficial final table. But we did get one of those other ones through, and he went all the way. Ryan Reese is your champion as he ends up in a chop with Anthony Zeno. What a great final table that was last night. Unbelievable how that all worked out. As Reese chops with Anthony Zeno, Ryan Chamas to take that title. Reese following it up, and Lon McCarron on Twitter saying, "Share the wealth." Heck with that, Ryan. You win all the money you can, brother. Reese taking that one down, wins $63,000 $891. Anthony Zeno, $41,284. And Ryan Chamas, $30,000 as they walk out with the Event 11 Six Max Championship. Then Event 12 last night, Robert Kuhn, and boy, did he have to get through a field. Oh, and a wild night in that turbo event. Honest to God, I was blogging this last night, and I could barely keep up with what was happening. The eliminations were going so quick. People were just dropping like flies. And a great field in there, too. But Robert Kuhn is your winner. Chops up with Jared Ludeman, and pretty close tournament as Kuhn ends up with a chop, and this will tell you how tight it was. Kuhn won $28,378 on the chop. Ludeman, $27,258. So awfully close last night with Kuhn and Ludeman taking that one down. Also finishing that field, a great final table. Matthew Schnell finishes third. Aaron Massey in fourth. Darrell Fish in fifth. Ori Hen, who's leading the Player of the Year standings for Seminole Hard Rock, finishes sixth. James Oliver in seventh. Riley Fuller in eighth. Max Romano in ninth. Tony Marini finishes 10th. So a loaded field getting it done there in event number 11, the Turbo, last night. And I'll tell you what, it was quite the contrast. Because honest to God, they start with 13 players at 3 o'clock in the Six Max tournament. We started the Turbo and had about 124 entries, I believe, in there. And the son of a gun, the tournaments didn't almost finish at the exact same time. What a wild one that was. 15-minute blind levels. You get a chance to play that one, you ought to come down and check it out. It is it's a wild one for sure. All right, and let's see what else we have going on here. Let's get you up to date on the rest of that schedule, too. In fact, since we're on the main event, why don't we break down everything that's gone on so far here at the Seminole Hard Rock Poker Showdown here in 2015. A guy who's actually on a table with another champion, James Salmon, wins event number 1. That was the $100,000 guaranteed event to kick off the series. He picks up $31,074 to win that title. Beats out Marcus Stein, Alanya Yehuda, Tracy Gelb, Matt Friendly, Pasquale Caeza to win event number 1. So James Salmon picking that one up. We go to event number 2, the Omaha 8 or better. And Michael Mowat wins his 7th career Omaha 8 title as he takes advantage of a chop on that. Knocks off Scott Sharp, Joey Prosper, Arnold Cohen, and TJ Schulman to win that title. So big congratulations to Michael Mowat, who really, last few series had kind of struggled a little bit here at Seminole Hard Rock, finishing things off, but finally gets another title in the books as he wins event number 2. Event number 3, in a great finish to that one, as Nigel Murray comes up just short to Jordan Peralta. Murray is second in the point standings here at Seminole Hard Rock. Ends up losing out to Peralta. Peralta was down to 4 players, refused to chop, staring down Dwight Barclay and Frank Argano. And Peralta wins, taking out $8,088. Nigel Murray in second, followed by Dwight Bradley, Frank Argano, Al Gomez. Finishing 5th in event number 3. Slide over to event number 4, the Black Chip Bounty. And this was an interesting affair, to say the least. Sebastian Gerard winning that, or Kenny Bakta, Juan Shen, and Andre Crooks. James Padula finishing 5th, and Ari Engel final tables that one. One of many poker superstars who were really putting out a great effort here in the preliminary events in this series. But a little bit of controversy with Shen. A very weird hand where Shen actually we had a player all in, Mehdi Belhassan, and 3 other players that called Brooks, Bakta, and Shen. They check the turn, or check the flop, all check the turn. 2 of them check the river, but then Shen bets out and ends up getting Bakta to flip his cards up before action was completed. Gets the other 2 to fold and says, "I hope 9 high is good." A very strange hand. Of course, and that put Belhassan back into the tournament as he quadrupled up. But so a weird one there with Shen kind of drawing the ire, and Bakta actually really went off on him, and rightfully so. It was a horrible play, if you want to call it that. But eventually Sebastian Girard manages to take advantage of everything going on, picks that one up, and wins the title, and $7,280 for Sebastien Girard out of La Bain, Quebec, Canada. Congratulations to him, your event number 4 champion. We had mentioned that James Salmon won event 1 and was on a table with another champion. Well, he is on the table with the $1 million guarantee winner right now, as he's taking on Leonard Benitez. Benitez winning that in an 8-way chop to wrap that one up. Picks up $113,357, followed by Richard Zipes, Sam Panzica, Kyle Sorrell, Michael Tafaro, Rafael Reese, Manfred Rosenow, Bradley Hinson, all on the chop, and Benjamin Zamani finishing in 9th place. So big congratulations to Leonard Benitez, who beats out 2,474 entries into that tournament. A great event number 5 as they crush the $1 million guarantee, and hopefully we're going to be on a trend of crushing guarantees as we keep it going there. The seniors event number 6, goes to Marshall Wolak. Wolak actually defeats Phyllis Jefferson heads up, so 2 ladies playing for a title here. Wolak, of course, the former women's champion of the World Series of Poker, picks that one up, finishing it off, and picks up $7,200. Phyllis Jefferson second, John Merchant third, Morris Heyer in fourth, Richard Riviello in 5th place. So congratulations to Marshall Wolak. And let's see. Now I know 7. For some reason, I don't have those results posted yet. The purple chip bounty. I'll dig those up for you as soon as I get a chance here. We'll skip to event number 9. The double black chip bounty is event number 9, and that one ends up going to Ito Ashkenazi, who beats out Will Fiella to win that title. Those guys were battling for over an hour heads up. Fiella falling just short. So Ashkenazi winning that one, $15,716. Fiella second, $9,126. Nassim Vaknin finishing third, followed by John Merchant, Blair Miller, Eric Ward, Marcus Stein. And Natasha Barber also final tabling that, 989 smackers for getting to that final table in event number 9. Event number 10, the 6-max no limit hold'em free, or excuse me, the 8-game mix, and boy, did Jason Mercier just crush this one. 15 players for the $2,200 buy-in event, and Mercier, by the time they got this down to 3, had left the other 2 players with 3 blinds. That was it. Mercier winning that one easily. Ben Yogel finishing second in that one. But Jason Mercier, another one of the big names to claim a championship here in event number 10. Of course, we mentioned number 11 last night, Ryan Reese taking that one down. And then the Turbo last night. We still have a few to go, and I promise you I'll get you those results here in just a second for your other tournament, the other 2 tournaments that went off. A very interesting one with that purple chip bounty. And as soon as I get logged in on my set, because unfortunately they're not linked up quite where I'd like to see them. But we'll pull that for you. But a 4-1 chip lead gets away. And let me get those 2 recaps up for you, because there are 2 other events. I want to make sure we do mention those before we move on here. But yeah, event number 7. Oh, no, actually, let me get event 7. Event 8 is the other one. But Eli Levy winning event number 7. That was the $250 Big Stack Semi-Turbo event. And those guys did a 7-way chop on that. Levy, your winner, followed by Matt Ehrlich, John Utley, Daniel Ganakte, Daniel Lewis, Frank Argano, another final table for him, Brian Phillips, James Constantino, and Trevor Doughty finishes in 9th, as those guys chopped it up, officially chopped it up dead even, $3,945. All right, and let's get event number 8. That's the one we were talking about with you, and that one goes to Pete Malcoon, who picks up his first major victory. Not his biggest cash, but first major victory as he comes from behind, knocks off Kazu Oshima. Oshima had eliminated 6 other players on this final table but could not get the last one. And, of course, a bounty tournament, too, or $500 bounties on that. But Oshima coming in second. A pretty lively final table. Malkoon winning it, followed by Oshima. Akte Altenboss, who was quite perky, to say the least, managed to nurse a short stack all the way to third place. Alon Yehudi finishing fourth. Travell Thomas finishing in fifth place. John Brody in sixth. Joseph Elia in seventh. Lawrence Payton in eighth. And Brett Bader finishing ninth. All right, and hang on just. Yeah, by the way, we'll tell the Jakes. Anthony's here. Anthony, you want to swing around here real fast? Just past the security guard. We'll get you in there. Okay, sorry about that. Just had to take care of a little business. Anthony Zeno is here. He is on break. So I got a couple minutes. He promised to come over and say hi after he got a little bit busy yesterday. To get headphones and hear what's going on. And Anthony, welcome to the show.
Hello, everyone. Thank you.
You are a big winner.
Well, so far so good.
Yeah.
Yes. What an amazing couple of months. Oh my God.
Dude,
just incredible.
You're on the WPT Champions Cup 3 times. That's sick.
I know. It's amazing. Actually, I haven't even gone to peek at it. I think I have the 2 diamonds on my name now, which is the coolest part, you know.
That is awesome.
Yeah, up there with me, Gus, the legend, and Carlos, the legend. I'm just, like, honored, you know. And I won a trophy at Bay 101 in the High Roller, and I came here and I just chopped a 6 max no limit with Ryan Reese last night. Like, things are just going incredible. I don't even know how to say how good it feels, but all the hard work's paying off, you know?
Absolutely. And you know, last night's tournament, that was quite the affair. I mean, you guys were just duking it out all night long. I mean, and of course, the hour blinds. You know, take us through what it's like to have to play an hour blind tournament with a field like that.
You know, it's fun. Like, we all love the 6 max, and it was like a tough field, you know. What's cool about the 6 max deep stack is that you can get pretty intricate in your plays. But the reason why the tournament can drag on longer than a 9 max tournament is that there seem to be less, like, cooler situations. Like, in a 9 max tournament, you're going to see, like, you know, aces to kings and kings to queens and ace king to whatever. But in 6 max, like, that doesn't happen as often. So oftentimes it's like, you know, guy has it, you all kind of fold. You keep just trying to find good spots to chip up slowly as opposed to just, like, haymakers, you know. So it's just fun. And then battling with some of the best players around here, it just was cool. And I actually got lucky a couple of times in that one, though.
Well, you know,
yeah.
We won't tell anybody.
Yeah, don't tell
nobody heard you say that. And obviously playing with Ryan Reese and Jonathan Duhamel at the end there, you did get down to 7 with them on the same table.
Yeah.
What was that experience like, playing with 2 world champions on the same table? Like
It's awesome, man. I mean, first of all, John is such a gentleman. He's quiet, but, you know, he's very, very, very thinking, very good player, and nicest guy. And then Ryan's just like, everybody knows Ryan's just like a big sweetheart. And he has the coolest girlfriend. She likes to just sit and watch him play, which I think is really, really cool, you know. And she'll just sit and watch and, you know, bring him a drink when he needs it, and she's cheering for him, and she likes to learn about poker, and I think that's so cool. They're such a great couple, and I said to him that's worth more than any trophies and anything. He agrees with me, you know.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, yeah, playing with those guys is like, I mean, you know, these guys were like some of my idols, you know, in the past couple of years, and now I'm sitting there playing with them, and we're all just chatting and slinging chips around and bluffing each other. It's fun.
Well,
it's
now
really
there's
great.
people starting to idolize you, my friend, after all that you've gone through and what you've done here recently. And now you get another shot here at Seminole Hard Rock to try and could you dare dream of winning this event?
Oh, my God. It's well, someone asked me that about LAPC, and I was like, well, I can always dream. And then next thing I know, I'm holding a trophy, you know. You never know. You just keep trying your hardest and just fight. What I'm most proud about, though, is having put a lot of hard work in, you know, and having it pay off. Because any given tournament, anyone can win, but when you keep putting in that effort and it's paying off, then that's the best feeling, you know, when it ends up being worth the time I put in and the road less traveled that I took. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, congratulations on everything.
Thanks, Mark.
And you know, it's great to see one of the nice guys
Thanks, buddy.
Getting up there in the upper echelon of poker superstars.
Thank you
and,
very much.
Maybe this week's going to be the day that you pass Carlos and Gus.
Oh my God!
I mean, it would be that would be one of the most amazing feats in poker history.
Momentous. So. I think at that point I would probably cry. You know.
And of course, you were there with Ryan. Real quick, you're playing with Ryan again.
Yeah, actually today my day 1A table, I got Ryan at it. So we like to talk about the stock market and just random things in life, and having fun, and of course bluff each other a couple times.
There you go.
But it's fun. It's cool. Yeah, we were playing together late last night, and now he shows up at my table. So it's been a fun day.
Well, I hope you have more fun today picking up some chips. I know you got to get back in there, but thank you for coming over.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
We'll do the full interview on the show soon.
All right, great.
I promise.
Yeah. Thank you, Mark.
Best of luck to you, buddy.
All right.
Thanks for coming over.
Thanks a lot, man.
Anthony's, one of the dominant players out there right now, looking for Player of the Year, as he just wins and wins and wins. That's all he's doing right now. Unbelievable. Got the chop last night, and of course now the one of only 3 WPT 3-time champions, as he, of course, won back-to-back events earlier this year. Could he get the 4th? I'd have to say he's probably the most likely of the 3 of those guys to do that. And we don't see Carlos out at a ton of the WPT events, and and Gus has kind of stayed in Europe and hasn't been around too much. So we'll see. Maybe Zeno, it's his time to make even more history as we keep it going. All right, we need to get a commercial break in, and when we come back, we will talk more about what's happening here today, and talk to some more. Maybe grab another player or two. Of course, the qualifier still going on, along with the WPT Poker Showdown main event playing out right now. So stick around, everybody. We will be right back.
PokerShop.com is your one-stop shop for all your poker and game room needs. PokerShop.com has you covered with an incredible variety of poker chips and supplies, top quality playing cards, plus gaming tables and room accessories, just like you'd find in your favorite casino. And if you're looking to spruce up your man cave, we offer a wide selection of decor options, from lighting to mirrors and portable bars to bub stools, to make your game room the one all your friends and family will be talking about. So for everything you need to make your game night a great night, go to www.pokershop.com and receive 10% off your purchase with the code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You supply your friends. We supply everything else. Live it. Love it. Pokershop.com. Join us for the biggest U.S. stop of the PPC Poker Tour, the North America Championship, May 15th through the 24th at the beautiful Silks Poker Room at Tampa Bay Downs. This series features over $230,000 in guarantees, including the kickoff event with a $175 buy-in, $50,000 guarantee, and the $440 buy-in, $150,000 guaranteed main event. The PPC North America Championship will also feature 8 other guaranteed events, plus the Jesse Heckler Foundation benefit to help fight childhood cancer. With this great event, plus 23 tables of poker, 3-card poker with a jackpot of over $40,000, and the Mark Hoke Show team live reporting on site, there's no way you could miss out. For more information, visit ppcpokertour.com, and we'll see you at Tampa Bay Downs May 15th through the 24th at the PPC Poker Tour North America Championship.
It's time for you to check out RogueWire.com. News, sports, entertainment, and the internet home of The Mark Hoke Show. Don't wait. Let the sparks fly from your computer at RogueWire.com. And of course, RogueWire.com is powered by BlueRail.net. For over 2 years, The Mark Hoke Show has trusted BlueRail.net as their exclusive host, and you can too. Visit BlueRail.net for top-level web hosting, website building and maintenance, one-on-one customer service, and much more. It's time to get on board with your winning combination. BlueRail.net and RogueWire.com. How far do you want to go?
Hi everyone, Mark here. If you're a poker player like me and looking for something different and exciting to play, you should give Open-Face Chinese Poker a shot. It has just the right mix of skill, luck, plus a huge dose of the fun factor we're all looking for. There's a reason Open-Face Chinese Poker has everyone from the recreational player to the top pros hooked on its thrills, action, and unique social interactions you won't find in Hold'em. An incredible game like this has got to be worth checking out. And it's easy to learn, especially by using the ABC Chinese Poker app. Download the ABC Chinese Poker app on iTunes today and find out what everyone's talking about. And if you have questions about the game, tweet at ABC Chinese Poker and they'll be glad to help you along. So join the open-faced Chinese poker community today with the ABC Chinese Poker app, and we'll see you at the tables.
There's nothing better than sitting down to play poker with good friends and cutting loose. And that's what you're going to find when you tune in to Poker Night in America. Poker Night in America is revolutionizing televised poker in a big way, with all the action you love and the hilarious fun you've been missing. Come take a seat at the table with all your favorite players, old and new, with Poker Night in America. Mondays, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on CBS Sports Network. And don't forget to visit the show online at PokerNight.com. So pull up a chair and join us Mondays on Poker Night in America.
The poker action never stops at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. We have millions of reasons for you to be a part of our annual Seminole Hard Rock Poker Showdown, April 6th through April 22nd. Time to go all in. Opening event starts April 6th with a buy-in of $250 and a $100,000 guaranteed prize pool. Playing event number 5, April 9th through the 12th with a buy-in of $570 and a $1 million guaranteed prize pool. The Seminole Hard Rock Poker Showdown Championship begins April 16th through 22nd with a guaranteed prize pool of $5 million. The final table of the championship will be televised by World Poker Tour. Visit shrpo.com or the Poker Room for registration and details. Only at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Hollywood. Must be 21 to play slots and table games and at least 18 to play live poker. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-888-8.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
Now, let's return to The Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
And we are back. There we go. Like, sounds a little bit better. So we are live here at Seminole Hard Rock Poker Showdown. Oh, baby. 5 million reasons to be here. Gotta love it. $5 million guaranteed main event here for the WPT Poker Showdown, as the fur is already flying out there, apparently. And Chance Cornuth is right in the middle of it. Chance has apparently eliminated Kevin Stamen out of there in a big hand. And so Chance Cornuth scoring big, and he will, at least for the moment, be the chip leader here early on day one of the WPT Poker Showdown. Man, we are happy. It's always good to see the WPT guys. Some I haven't met yet, so at some point I'll, considering I'm taking up all the room here, I'm sure these guys are going to be very happy to see me disappear if they would. I mean, look at all this stuff. You guys are loaded for bear over here. All this great stuff over here. Can I just want one of those toys. I've got a little webcam over here, and look at that thing. Wow! Did you hear? Al, he said I could have his equipment. He said I could have his equipment. He said I could have his equipment.
You set up a what?
That I could have his equipment. He said I could have it.
What? That's better than that tiny little lipstick camera?
Maybe. Well, it's not a lipstick camera. Lipstick is like that.
It's a lipstick camera.
Oh, stop it, Al.
It's pink.
What?
It's pink.
It's not pink. What are you
It's
talking
pink.
about?
They can't say it. They don't know I'm lying.
It is not pink. Gosh darn it, Al can't hang, everybody. Once again, don't forget, check out his work. shrpo.com. He's been firing away, working the day shift. I'm working the evening shift, and poor Aaron gets the swing job, which is always the bad one. BJ, of course, is now over with the WPT team. Not the team leader. That is apparently a subject of controversy in the WPT media group with the rotating team leadership. Mickey really wanted to give it up. I don't know why. I mean, Mickey's a good leader. I'm down with Mickey Doft. And, of course, still the greatest chip counter of all time. I'm working on it, though. I'm nowhere near as good as Mickey, but I'm working on it. and see what I can do. All right, just some updates here from what's going on here so far. We'll be, of course, pulling from WPT.com and the and SHRPO.com. Of course, we got that big hand with Kornuth and Kevin Stamen. Flop a queen 10-4, a couple of clubs up there. Turn on king on the turn. Stamen leads out for 5,000. Kornuth basically min raised him, and Stamen called 8 of spades on the river. Kornuth put out his stack, and I guess a little typo there. We'll get that fixed. Looks like 15,000 chips or somewhere in that ballpark. Enough to get Stamen all in. Stamen calls, and looks like Kornuth. What did he have on that? I got to check on that. I'm guessing that would be a flush. Maybe that 8 of spades should be an 8 of clubs. We'll take a look at that. But yeah, so big hand there for Chance Kornuth, jumping on early. Vanessa Selps is in the house. She's picking up a pot here and there, and we'll give you some early chip counts on the big board too. Darren Elias is in the house. Of course, Darren's done okay in these WPT things. Christian Rodriguez, Elias at 86. Christian Rodriguez, 82. Brian Hastings, 75. Brent Hart, 71.9. Devon Shalmi, 69,675. Craig Palmici, 69,626. Seth Berger, 65,000. James Salmon, could he win 2 events? That'd be bookended him too. That'd be all right. Salmon, 63,600. Darryl Fish off to a good start, 60,225. Tyler Ryman up to 56. McCole Pahuja in the house, and just a ton of notables here. Chris Mormon, Zach Kessler, Anthony Zeno, of course, here. Barry Hutter off to a good start. Alan Kessler, Matt Affleck, Jonathan Duhamel. Saw Andy Frankenberger coming in last night. He is in the house. Of course, former season winner. I believe it was season. I'll have to go back and check that. I don't want to say the wrong thing. Who else we have? David Tudhill, Taylor Parr here. Chris Bullock, Jason Mercier playing today. Aaron Massey, Amir Lavat, Lonnie Harwood is here. Christy Arnett. Actually, I see Christy. She's just a table away over there. Tony Roberto, Ryan Van Sanford, Tim West, all in the field. Let's see who else we've got, because I know there's a ton of other great players that have showed up here to play day one already. Joey Weissman is here. Travell Thomas is in the field today. Anthony Spinella. Wolf Ayala is in the field today. Joe Kuther here. Ben Hamnet, who we got to cover when he won his WPT championship up at the Borgata a while back. Daniel Strelitz is here. Taylor Parr. Paul Volpe in the house. Matt Affleck. As I mentioned, Jake Baisley is here. Let's run with there. Andy Wang also won a championship at the Borgata is here. Ian O'Hara. Harrison Gimbel in the house. Jared Jaffe. Aaron Mermelstein is here. Let's see. Jake Schindler in the house. Faraz Jaka. He's been flying around the building. Got here a little early to enjoy himself. Let's see. Former champion Eric Freet. Evan Titelbaum, of course, won the $1 million guarantee last series. Brian Hastings is in the house. Let's see. We got Brian Altman. I mean, this is just, it is a loaded field out here, to say the least. Let's see. Sorrel Mizzi, Shannon Shore playing today. Zoe Kareem is playing today. Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. So if you want to come down and see some of the best in poker, this is the place to do it. And oh, look at this. We came all the way to from Vegas to here. Here, come on around, ladies. And I have to crunch over because it is time for the Royal Flush Girls to show up. Jeannie and Tugboat here. Come on in. Yeah, come on in. Of course it's on. Yeah, well, come on in. Come on. I'll make room because, good God, they don't want to see me. Yeah, they don't want to see me. They want to see you guys.
And here's Tuba. Here's Tuba.
Hey, what's up?
Hi.
Gee, I missed you, sweetie. It's been too long.
I know.
God.
I saw you really briefly at during PCA, really quickly.
Yeah, you ran away from me.
I did, yeah.
Which was probably the smart move.
I had to get to the water slides. I had important things to do.
I missed you on the water slides. Are you kidding me?
You were busy working. I was working hard playing.
I need to have more fun when I go on these trips. I swear to God.
Hang with us.
Is that an invitation?
Absolutely. We're at the right place.
Wow,
Hard
done.
Rock here. We got the pool outside. And look who it is. Look.
That's
We got
just-
the whole crew.
I just made a lot of noise with that microphone. Sorry, but that was worth the mic drop.
Sorry.
That's okay. Ladies, welcome back.
Hi, thank
Good to see you again down here. Second.
Get rid of me, huh?
No, that's all right. Here, I'll pull the microphone out first. So you guys can. There we go. That stand's a little stubborn. I'll let you share the mic. There you go. So, welcome back to Seminole Hard Rock. You ladies having a good time?
Thank you. So far, so good. We're just day 1A, just starting out, and yeah, I haven't seen this one in almost a year.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm really happy to be reunited with her.
Now, I know the way you tour, it's so interesting, though, that you would think that within a year you would have bumped into each other at some point. That's amazing how that didn't happen.
Yeah, they used to have 4 girls for every stop. Now it's only 2, so we don't always get to work with each other. And the way it worked out this season is we didn't have any stops together until now. So the last one we worked together was championship last year. And then she lives in Florida and I live in Vegas, so we just didn't happen to see each other.
Wow. That's a nice pouty face, too. Look at that. Well, of course, now, Jeannie, have you been down here before?
To Hard Rock?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I haven't worked this event for a few years, but I had done Lucky Hearts 1 year and this event, but it's been a couple years now. I was here last year during their, it wasn't WPT, but the 5 million or 10 million guarantee,
10 million, yeah.
10 million guarantee that they have in the summer. That was the last time I was just having fun again, It's a rough life.
Yeah, it is a rough life. My God. Yeah, so it's been a while. So now tell me, what do you think of this? I mean, this is a great start to this thing today. Amazing.
Yeah, I'm very...
Huge field.
Yeah, this one always draws out like the biggest crowd. So it's great to see. And I don't want to say it's not shocking because it always brings in crowds, but it's still shocking and it's awesome. So happy to see everybody here. A lot of people. Good turnout so far.
Yeah, it always turns out to be a big reunion for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the best spot too. I mean, you're in South Florida. You can't. Well, I mean, you can beat it, but maybe not in the United States.
I was just gonna say that for the States, it's like one of the best places. I love the humid weather, and then the beaches, and then the Hard Rock has the pool, and great place for a tournament.
I think we should switch spots maybe. You try Florida for a little while I go to West Coast.
Absolutely. Let's go. Switch. I love the beach.
So now, Jeannie, you live in Vegas. I live in Vegas. Now, we know that there's one big problem that we have when we go from Vegas to Florida. Frizzy hair. Now, what do you do? What do you do to prevent that? Because I can't control these curls. It's ridiculous.
Oh boy.
The struggle is real.
You weren't ready for that, were you?
A lot of anti-freeze serums out there.
Yeah, there's anti-frizz serums. We can let you borrow some of ours. That can help you. Just don't shower for days. So like the grease weighs down your hair. It's really good.
Oh, that's a risky move for me.
Not what we do here in South Florida. FYI, no.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. Oh, now you guys are all set up out there. You've got the big bar, and the whole set's coming down. And take us through what the week's going to be like for you down here at Seminole Hard Rock. What are you two going to be doing?
Well, I can tell you this much. Since last time we spoke, it's going to be a little bit more eventful because last one was, as you know, wasn't televised.
Right.
So being that this one is televised, we have our whole TV production here, which means we get to do a lot more fun stuff to kind of entertain, all the viewers. So tomorrow we're going to start off with a nice early morning of tennis.
Paddleball.
Or paddleball.
Paddleball.
Paddleball with whatever, with a ball and racket.
Yes, we're gonna be with Vince, and as you know, Vince and
oh God,
so I figured it was tennis because of Vince, but it's gonna be paddleboard. So we're gonna start off with that. Then I think throughout the week, what else we have? Like we have dinners and different several different activities that are kind of like on hold right now that are being discussed. But yeah, a little bit more.
We'll be on the floor a lot, of course, as always, on the floor, interacting with the players during their breaks and walking around when they're not in a hand, talking to them. Usually we have a player party, which I'm not sure what's going on with that this week. But what else do we have going on?
I'm drawing.
We have our own thing. We have a bikini photo shoot, the Royal Flush Girl bikini photo shoot at the bar, at the pool. She's at the bar.
And that is at what time and where?
Take notes.
I'm sure we'll do another feature film for the grounds here at Hard Rock. Last time we were here, we did the Man Cave, the new spot. Have you had a chance to check it out?
Yep.
That was fun. So, we'll see.
Sounds great.
Hanging out with you.
Well, that's the best part.
Go to the little they have like a new lounge there, like
the new restaurant over there.
Yeah,
Kobu.
Yeah, since I walked in last night. I was like, oh my god, they changed so much stuff here. It looks really nice.
Yeah,
I was surprised.
Thank God the pool's open again.
Yeah.
That hurt the last time.
It wasn't open last time.
The last series it wasn't.
Oh really?
Yeah, they did a little remodel out there for the winter. So.
Oh okay. Well, yeah. Thank goodness it's open.
Yeah. No doubt.
Good for us.
So, first, Gene, what's been going on with you lately? I know you're kind of all over the place. What's happening in your life?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that's pretty much what I've been doing. I've been traveling like crazy. Got the travel bug. I was, starting in 2015, right after the New Year, I went to the Caribbean. So I did St. Kitts, and then over to the Bahamas during PCA, and then straight to Playa del Carmen, Mexico, and that was all for fun. Then I worked the Super Bowl. I was helping with the halftime routine, which is super cool.
Wait, you were at the Super Bowl?
I was on the field during like the national anthem, and then during Katy Perry and Missy Elliott.
Okay.
So it was
now I got to ask a question. What was up with that shark? What was up with that shark? Really?
There was 2 of them. Which one are you talking about?
Left shark.
Left shark. Major.
When
yeah,
we
I don't know.
Watching it, we didn't see it. I guess it's obviously easier to see on television.
Yeah.
And I still didn't get the big deal. I guess so. There's 2 sharks. Did you see the halftime routine?
I did.
So there's like there's like 2 people in shark costumes when they did the California Girls.
Right.
And I guess they were like choreographed or in sync, and then like all of a sudden the shark on the left, so they call him Left Shark, just kind of like went like wacky. And
yeah, Left Shark went off the hook. It was like a robot malfunction or something. I don't know what happened.
So I didn't see that till after, and I don't know. And it's just been this like phenomenon type thing. Everyone's like Left Shark. You see it. I went to New Orleans for Mardi Gras after whatever, and then there's someone like dressed as Left Shark, just like walking. It's just like been this big thing. Personally, I didn't see the big deal. I think it was like maybe 3 seconds of him just
that's all it
not
takes.
Doing what the other shark was doing, but I guess that's a big deal.
You should have been the Left Shark. Well, no, you're too pretty to be in the Left Shark. Come on.
Thanks. We were gonna joke with people that's what we did joke around with people that I was like, oh, I was the beach ball, like, because they knew we were at the Super Bowl, but they didn't know what our roles were. So I was like, oh yeah, I was the beach ball. It was funny.
I saw some pictures. It was just awesome. She looked great. Yeah.
That's amazing. What goes into something like that? I mean, being a part of a production. I mean, we see it on TV, and there's hundreds of dancers and all these props and all this crazy stuff going on. I mean, how does that all get coordinated? Now, take us through that whole thing.
Well, that's the cool part, and that's what we were there for. Is because if you think about it, that's on the football field where they're playing, and that is a huge production. That whole thing took up the entire football field. So you need to set up that thing and take it down in about like 5 minutes. Yeah. 5 minutes to set up and 5 minutes to take down a whole football field. So you need a lot of people. So like my job was literally to like pull a cord like this from the sidelines into the field. It was like hooked up to the speakers or monitors, or everyone had a different job, whatever it was. You had people pushing the carts and pushing the props, and everyone is assigned a tiny job to get it all done really quickly. So it's nothing fancy. It was no modeling job or anything. It was super cool to be a part of. But that's how they put it together. Is they get a whole bunch of people to get it done as quick as possible, and then as soon as it's over, everyone's just taking it apart super quick.
How much did you get paid to be Cord Girl number 9? If you don't mind me asking, I'm curious.
Thousands. Not that much. It was like $8 something an hour, but we had like 3 days of rehearsals.
Oh, okay. There you go.
So, I mean, at the end of the day, it was like I got a check for, actually, it was $233.32. I remember that because 2 and 3, 23 are my lucky numbers. So I was like, whoa, this is so weird.
I'd be like,
I'm not just telling.
Another chick is coming in the way.
It's like a couple $100, but people pay to be there, and like,
I know.
So that paid. It was in Arizona, so we just drove from Vegas. So that pretty much paid for like the place that we stayed at. So it was like a free thing to be able to like be at the Super Bowl front and center.
Did you get to keep any souvenirs or anything kind of like unique that you can be like, I was there?
They gave us T-shirts, like long sleeve T-shirts that said like Katy Perry and Super Bowl, and hats. I think that was it. And lots of pictures and videos.
Yeah.
That is amazing. And that was just the start of the year. Wow.
So that was just the start. And then just to finish it up, then I went to New Orleans for Mardi Gras, straight to Costa Rica. And then I was home for a little bit. Then I did Bay 101. went to San Diego for a music festival, and then I finally got to just relax in Vegas for a whole month. And I went to LA for a couple days to the Ellen show, and then I came here.
I got to do the Ellen show when I was in LA too.
Did you?
Wow. That was our bucket list, both of us, since we met.
We have a lot of the same.
Yes, and we always planned on going together. It just didn't work out. So then when I was in LA, I got to
you had VIP tickets too.
And I had the VIP tickets.
I had VIP tickets.
And then
How
that's
do
when
you-
like, I'm going to get that going. And yeah.
How do you get VIP tickets for Ellen? I mean,
You have to know someone.
Yeah, quite honestly, you have to know someone
Yeah.
for sure. And I was very fortunate to have made some friends from LA while I was here shooting for the Entourage movie, where they had like a part in Miami being filmed.
okay, now hold on there too.
It's coming out.
Entourage was one of my favorite shows ever.
Yeah.
You got to be in the movie that I've been dying for the last like 6 or 7 years.
Production with that one, yeah, it was awesome. It was just wonderful. And I can
I'm
prove
so
it. I
jealous.
actually have like a screenshot of where the guys and in one of the scenes. So I'm like, this is kind of neat.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, I got to make friends with a couple of the people, and they were very nice to stay in touch, and always been very encouraging to come out to LA and stuff. So when I did, I just happened to randomly mention that's one of the things I really wanted to do, and then next thing you know, you put it in the universe, and it just happens. So I got to go to LA.
See, now let me lay this out for the world. Beautiful Lady gets to do Entourage. The movie I got to do last year was Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. So that ought to tell you something.
That's awesome.
That ought to tell you
think that's
something.
awesome.
How that kind of works out in terms of body looks.
What do you mean you got to do it though? Were you
Yeah, I was an extra on the Paul Blart movie.
Oh.
I'm waiting to see if they're actually going to see me because that comes out tomorrow. Actually.
No way.
Oh, look at us.
Yeah.
I don't have cable, so I don't see like previews and stuff. That comes out tomorrow.
Yeah, it's out
Let's
tomorrow.
go to
I
like
forgot.
the movies while we're here. Maybe is there a movie theater here? There used to be.
Somewhere.
Oh my God! I have the day free. I really should go see that.
Should.
No, I was in a scene where it was kind of one of the opening scenes where everybody was together at the beginning, and I was right behind everybody.
Oh, so
literally
they'll
right
see you.
behind them.
We'll
So
see
as
you.
long as they didn't cut the scene or anything.
That's so cool. How long were you? Was it a long day? Usually when you're
About 8 hours.
8 hours, yeah.
But I am a paid actor now.
So yes, gonna get your SAG card.
We'll work on
SAG
that,
eligible. How did you get that?
Kenneth James's girlfriend was the casting director.
Nice.
So
See,
she
it's all about
she got me in there. So look at this. We're all famous. Now you two much more than me, but that's amazing. See, that's the kind of cool stuff. When everybody sees you on TV, they don't, they just think there's a couple of pretty ladies running around a poker tournament, but they don't realize the depth and the lives that you guys get to live. It's amazing.
Well, this is how we got started to become the poker ladies. We are all full-time models, and we do this on the regular basis, and that's the reason why we got the job to begin with, So.
And plus, you're brilliant. You two are terrific.
I was gonna say, plus we're a lot more than just pretty faces.
I know that. I know that. I mean, you two are wonderful.
You're wonderful. Love you. I love this guy. Seriously.
I heart
known
you
you for
too, Jen.
years now. And good friend.
You're gonna make
I get
me
so
blush.
happy every time I see you.
Really?
Yeah.
She was so excited. She was like, "Oh, let's go downstairs." We were just on our break, so.
Yeah, I was taking a nap. I woke up from my nap. I take naps on my lunch break.
So do I. It's all good. So now, of course, we'll see you running around here and the TV production and all that. So if anybody wants to follow you guys on Twitter or anything, let them know where they can find you.
Yeah, I'm _ Jeannie Duffy, JeannieDuffy, _ starts with an underscore.
And I am my full name, TUGBA ERCAN, Tugba Ercan. Well, it's pronounced Tugba Ercan in English. Something like that. But yeah, you can find us under WPT also. So.
And I'm the only woman in the world that doesn't have an Instagram, so. You have an Instagram.
I have Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and all that good stuff. So yeah, holler.
All right. Well, ladies, thank you for coming over. I do appreciate
Of
it.
course.
Always makes the show so much better.
That's sweet. Thank you for having us on.
You got it.
It's an honor.
All right.
And so much fun.
All right. Well, we'll see you later. I'm sure
All
we'll
right.
see you around this week too. So.
Bye, everyone.
All right. Thanks so much. Royal Flush Girls, everybody. Coming on over. God, it is always just the best part of being at a WPT event. Love you, Jeannie.
Love you.
And there go my ratings right down the tubes as they get up. Oh, amazing. Always love those girls. And I'll tell you what, every one of the Royal Flush girls that we've met over the past few years, just classy ladies. I mean, they are terrific. And when you come out to WPT event, don't be afraid to say hi. They don't bite. They're down-to-earth, terrific people. So I want to thank them for stopping by. All right. Wow, we are almost done with the show. And I'm sure that everybody that was sitting over here was thrilled to death with that interview. They had to have loved it. Oh, but I'm trying not to laugh here. We're just having a great time. Aaron, did you enjoy that? Aaron Hendricks, everybody, a man of few words. We'll get him loosened up. By day 4, we'll get him on the show. He'll do it. All right. And actually, wow, we're at the end, so we won't get our second commercial break in. But so I think we're just going to have to stop it because I have to get on the floor and maybe grab a quick snack or something. But keep an eye on everything going on. Once again, we're at shrpo.com and, of course, WPT.com as well. A lot happening here as we are on day 1A of the main event here at the Seminole Hard Rock Poker WPT Poker Showdown. So join us online there. And if you want to tweet at us, SHRPO and hashtag SHRPO. And, of course, if you want to follow the show, we'd certainly appreciate it at Mark Hoke Show. On Twitter, Facebook, The Mark Hoke Show, and, of course, we got markhokeshow.com. And so much more to come for the show. Looking forward to making some great announcements. And don't forget, we will be starting it up on KSHP 1400 AM, back on a new radio home on the 29th. So thank you, everybody, for joining us. We do appreciate it, and we will see you next time here. Same time tomorrow. We'll be back at 4 o'clock here on The Mark Hoke Show. So thank you so much for joining us. We'll catch you tomorrow here live from the Seminole Hard Rock WPT Poker Showdown. Have a great afternoon.